Trying to do a little bit of an intro to the channel video. I want to introduce my 2015 Ram 1500 to the channel. Want to go ahead here, kind of do a quick little look around it, and then maybe we'll do like a startup, do a little bit of the interior, some of the pros and cons that I've seen, look at the engine bay real quick. It's a little bit dirty. I didn't clean it up for the video. I just kind of decided I wanted to do this video to get it introduce the channel. We're going to start doing some things to it. We're going to take a little bit of a break from the BMW, just kind of work on this a little bit, I think. You know, we're going to try to bounce back and forth. I just don't want it to be one vehicle the whole time. I want to kind of bounce back and forth. So, without further ado, here we go. Just kind of do a little look around it. Overall, the truck is pretty clean. It's 2015. You know, got a couple little, nicks and scratches in it, but kind of expect. The thing that I really liked about it is the fact of, the black on black look, which I like that. You know, it matches up to the BMW. We'll have to do a comparison video, get them side by side at some point. But that's one of the things that really drew me to it. I'm ordinarily a Chevy guy, but I just really liked the way this thing looked. And to be honest, I got a pretty good deal. You know, the other trucks I was looking at, they were all right around 20,000. But the two Chevys, they had like 90,000 miles. This year had 65,000 miles when I got it. I put about 3,000 or so miles on it already. It has the 5.7 liter Hemi, which we're going to take and we're going to get in here, take a quick look at it. It's a little dirty, I apologize for that, but it's a truck. It's going to get dirty. I haven't really got to clean up under the hood yet, but see if I can figure out. So 5.7 liter Hemi. It's between 380, 390 horsepower, 410 foot-pounds of torque. This also has the 8-speed automatic transmission. We got a few things we can do under here, kind of dress it up, make it look a little bit better, but like I said, overall, pretty decent power plant. I mean, compared to my old truck, it works really good. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do a startup here. Stock exhaust, but overall Dodge always sounds pretty good. I mean, they always have, in my opinion. So we're gonna start her up here real quick, and then we're gonna take and give it a little listen here. That's one of the things that I really want to do. I kind of want to make it louder. The one thing I do got to give it though with Dodge, they always did sound good. They are one of the better soundings. They always have their own sound compared to like Ford and Chevy and stuff. So not that it doesn't sound bad. It sounds actually really good for being stock, but just not exactly where I want to be with it. So, but yeah, here it is. Like I said, not bad shape at all. Now I have stuff in here, getting ready to go on small vacation here with my kids. So, the inside I have all kinds of stuff in. I kind of did some shopping. I got to go do more today. But the thing I really like about it too, I mean, there's lots of room in here, especially with having the boys. I mean, having the true four-door, as my old truck was an extended cab, it is such a difference and stuff. Honestly, I would probably take this to the beach if I had a tonneau cover on it, but I don't have one yet, so I want to really use the BMW because, as you can see, till I have all this stuff in here, I go ahead and, put a duffel bag and all that, and a cooler. It's going to be crammed in here for the boys. So I'm gonna use the BMW this year. That's why I was trying to fight and get it done. I did want to go down to the Import Performance Show today, but unfortunately that didn't get to happen. I'm gonna flip you guys back around and talk to you. Unfortunately, that didn't quite get to happen. I just didn't get quite as far with the BMW as what I would have liked to, which that kind of put a little bit of a damper on things. So I wanted to hurry up and do that and take it down to the performance show and whatnot. I just didn't get, a lot of the things done that I really wanted to do with the car. And with trying to get around for vacation and stuff, I just decided, I got to utilize the time at home. There's always next year, and, it gives me a little bit more time to get used to things as far as, camera work, editing, things like that. Because that first car show was a little overwhelming, so it'll give me time to get used to that. So now back to the truck. Overall, I like it a lot. I mean, I virtually don't have really any complaints yet. Like I said, now I have 68,557 miles on it. So I put 3,000 miles on the truck since I've had it. and I don't have any complaints. If I had to nitpick anything, on these newer Dodges, the shifter knob, which I'll show it to you guys here in a little bit when we go over. Actually, I might be able to get it right there, right here. This is the shifter knob. Now this thing gets me all the time because I want to reach up on the column or like down on the floor. You know, the BMW's down on the floor. This is, you know, my old truck's up on the column. So that there gets me. If I had to pick one thing out that I don't like, it would be that. And that there's not really like it's an issue or, you know, it's nothing bad. It's just me nitpicking, you know, if I had to throw something out. Very comfortable ride. I personally think that it looks well. It rides amazing. To be honest, it might actually be more of a comfortable ride than the BMW. Now, the BMW is a pretty comfortable ride, but I noticed last year on vacation, toward the end of the drive, I was ready to be done with it. So, you know, I have plans for it. Don't want to give it all away, but I'm sure you guys can guess the usual. You know, obviously I said exhaust, and there's, you know, other things. I'm gonna wait. Tires on this thing are really good. So I'm gonna wait until, you know, it needs tires, maybe a little bit before, but, you know, roughly when it needs tires, then I'm gonna look at, you know, upgrading, you know, bigger wheels, tires, you know, things like that. Not sure exactly as far as like lifting and stuff, but, you know, we'll get there when we get there. I'm not 100% sure. I honestly want to work, well, you can kind of see it in the background, the old Chevy, which the reason that I got this truck was because, now I'm going to introduce that truck later, you know, but it has rust issues. You can probably, you can't really tell from here, but you can see on the box that I kind of made makeshift this. I'm not a body man, so I did what I could. But so it was getting kind of rough, so I'm like, well, I'd rather buy something now. And then that truck's been such a good truck, I wanted to keep it, obviously. So I'm like, you know, just so that it doesn't continue to get worse, I'm just gonna take and get another truck now and go from there. And I'm glad I did. I mean, it worked good. You know, I could actually kind of pick one more thing out that I don't really like. And it's not a matter I don't like. I'm kind of disappointed. I would have thought with this new of a truck, it would have had like the integrated brake control built into it for, you know, towing trailers. Unfortunately, it doesn't. I'm going to have to add that in for towing my camper because obviously, you know, I can use the old truck yet. I already have a brake controller in it, but, you know, I'd rather use this one. It has a little bit more power behind it and stuff, so I'd rather use this one. But yeah, I mean, and the interior upgrade compared to what I was used to is just amazing for a truck. I mean, it's almost like driving a car, to be honest with you, other than the fact of it's a little bigger, you know, sits up a little higher, but, you know, it's almost like driving a car. And, I mean, the interior, yet again, for being a 2015, it's pretty nice. Sorry, I got my camera stuff and all that junk, you know, sitting on the seat there. But, yeah, overall, I mean, I'm very happy with it. If you have any ideas of things that, you know, can be done to these trucks, you know, I know, like, the bare minimum, you can do, like, leveling kit and stuff like that, obviously. You can lift them, you know, wheels, tires. But if anybody knows anything that, you know, or has any recommendations on what I can do to the truck, just let me know. I don't know if I'm interested in tinting it any darker or not. You know, I'm going to use this a lot for work. I know I don't want to go quite as dark as the BMW, at least not right now. Maybe once I get, you know, stuff done on the Chevy, maybe then I would start using that to go back and forth to work again. Then I would just black this out completely. But yeah, if anybody has any ideas of what to do, but it's one of the biggest things that I want to actually mention about this truck is with the engine. I feel that there is a lot of availability of stuff that I can do to it. So, you know, if you guys have any idea, if you guys know of any like programmers, I would like to tune it eventually. I would like to maybe see about getting it tuned and stuff and see if we can get a little bit more out of this engine, because I feel as though the 5.7 is such a, you know, great engine. I feel that there's a lot of availability that I can do stuff to it. So that's like the biggest thing that I want to mention. And that 8-speed automatic, I'm pretty happy with it so far. I mean, I get decent fuel economy. To be honest with you, if I was to take this to the beach, I would probably get almost the same result on how much it would cost not towing anything is with the car, because not towing anything, I'm getting around 19 miles a gallon out of this thing, where BMW I get like 23 and a half. But if you figure the fact that I run just regular gas in this, you know, I run the cheap stuff, in that I'm running 93 octane. So if you figure the price difference in the gas, this here might be almost cheaper. The maintenance on it is definitely going to be a lot cheaper than that thing, because that thing is, you know, requires a lot of maintenance. So maintenance wise and fuel wise, you know, it's probably comparable for being a truck. Now I will say with towing, you know, this thing here goes into like economy mode when you're going down the road. You know, you're cruising 55, 60 or so, and you know, it'll cut 4 of the cylinders out, run on 4 cylinders, I guess is how it works. From, you know, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but from what I gathered. But now towing a trailer, I will say I did tow a car trailer, and I didn't have much weight on it. I kind of went a little bit overkill on it. I had to haul a golf cart in this trailer that I had available to me. So all right, so I just had a rookie mistake there, and I just realized something about my camera. It does not give you any warning, really, that the battery's going to die. I'm going to have to look at that. I guess I should have been looking at the battery indicator, but, so anyway, what I was saying is, so I pulled a car trailer, virtually had no weight on it. I was hauling a golf cart, that's it. And that sucked me down to about 16 miles a gallon, just pulling virtually an empty car trailer. But, you know, it wasn't going into economy mode. You know, it was running on all 8 cylinders the whole time. So that's pretty comparable, because that's probably about what, you know, the old truck would have got. So I'm going to actually let that blooper in there where the battery died. I'm going to try to figure out how to edit it. Give me a little bit of a challenge anyway, you know. I've seen some other, you know, bigger streamers than me that had, you know, batteries die and stuff, and they just kind of fade it back in and go with it. So we're going to go with it and see how it goes, see if I can make something work with it. But so I'm pretty much going to wrap things up. I got some errands I got to run today with the truck. Of course, you know, same thing with the BMW. Once I get like an exhaust and different things on it, you know, we'll start doing some, you know, flybys and stuff. Anybody in my area that knows anywhere where you can, you know, maybe do some really good videos with the cars, maybe, you know, empty parking lots, or if you own one yourself that, you know, you wouldn't mind me coming on and doing some stuff, that would be great. That would help me out a lot. Another thing that would help me out a lot, and at some point I'm going to do some mini videos where I'm just kind of going to go over my overview, my plans with the channel, my reasons for doing, you know, and then my inspirations, things like that. I kind of want to try to do some little mini videos, you know, maybe try to get like 2 videos a week. You know, one would be like car related, whatever, and then the other one would be just kind of me talking and, you know, babbling around. So if you guys could, it'd be a big help to me. If you guys could, you know, like and subscribe to the videos. Doesn't cost you guys anything, obviously. You know, it's just, it helps me out a great deal if you guys could do that for me. You know, if you could, just starting out, you know, if you know anybody that, you know, may be interested in the videos, you know, pass the word along, share it with people, you know. So if you could, that would help me out a great deal. At some point I'm going to get into my reasons why I'm doing the channel, and then it'll become, you know, pretty clear, you know, why I'm asking for your guys' help. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe if you haven't already, and have yourselves a great weekend. Bye.